Hello pilots, this is rcplanetim, and I think we all know who won the big shootout between the Corsair and the Trojan and the Rare Bear. In my opinion, the Rare Bear drastically beat them. And here's some of the reason why. This is a controller from the Eachine controller, and this is the XK controller, or the Rare Bear's controller. I don't like the Eachine controller because on the left side it has basically a barrel roll button, and on this side you have beginner, intermediate, and expert. And intermediate and beginner are almost the same, except you get a little more bank angle out of intermediate. When you put it on expert, it's like 3D mode. All bets are off and you're controlling the plane, which is the best. But it would be nice if this had a high and low rate over here, so you could put it on 3D or expert, and when you flipped him upside down, you could put it back to low or high rates at any time. But there's really no low and high rates to it except for this up here. And this one has buttons. This controller is the XK, and it has buttons. This is high and low rates, and 3D off, 3D on. And what I like about this one is when I go inverted, I turn on the 3D and I go inverted, I'm in high rates. As soon as I get it upside down, I hit this button again and put it in low rates, so I can keep the plane upside down without it getting too squirrely on me. And I can control it real well in low rates while it's inverted. And to do that, you know, let's say I take the plane off, I go into high rates and I'm flying. I kick it on 3D mode, I flip it upside down, then I hit low rates again, and I can control it so good upside down. Then when I flip it back over, I go back into high rates. And this, I can't do that with this one. I have to basically take my hand off, you know, and it just really messes things up. This makes it so much easier. And also I'd like to add that this controller doesn't have the range that this one has. I had little range issues with the Eachine when I was flying them, but this had gobs of range. So the range is better and the setup is better on the XK, without a doubt. And I think that's what helped me to fly the Rare Bear better. So the Rare Bear wins, and I'm going to try out some of the other XKs. Here's some other XK planes that they were showing. The Rare Bear, it looks like a Trojan. They're calling it a Trojan. You know, that looks like a A6 Texan to me, but oh well. If they're calling it a Trojan, we'll call it a Trojan. But it looks like a Texan because the last Trojan I flew was a tail dragger, and this has tricycle gear, and the Texan has tricycle gear, but you know, they're calling it a Trojan. And then the P40, I'll try to get them and see how they do with this kind of controller next. But there you go, Rare Bear took the cake with me. How about you? And thanks a lot for tuning in. And have a great flight, and I'll see you on the next flight.